Why, hello there, fellow recruiters. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to our Adventurer Guild. Episode 10, adding 2 unusual recruits to the guild. Alyssa. So this was the trader's daughter whose entire family got killed off by bandits. Hello, Guildmaster. Oh, hello, Alyssa. I wanted to talk to you about what we talked about. I see. So you made your decision. Yes. I want to be an adventurer. What? You're serious, aren't you? Yes. I'm not sure what to say. Have you really thought this through? Being an adventurer is not exactly an easy life, and I'm sure your parents would have wanted more for you. I can't stop thinking about what happened that day. When the bandits appeared before us, the screams of people when they started killing. Their laughter while doing so. Every night I wake up terrified from my nightmares, reliving the events of that day. And in the times I'm awake, I'm afraid of every sound I hear and every stranger I see. The world has become such a dark place and it frightens me. It felt like my world would never be all right again. But when your adventurers saved that village from the bandits, for the first time in a long time, I felt hopeful. I don't want to feel afraid anymore, Guildmaster. I want to be strong like an adventurer, strong enough that I could have saved them. Please, Guildmaster, let me join you. I think I can guess what you guys want, but 1 is refuse and 2 is let her join. And then on top of that, this raffle timer is for Guitar Lilin, who is relinquishing her character. And then I also have to rename Ink to Von Deathheart. Or, sorry, Destroyer to Von Deathheart. So, Von Deathheart, you want a lightning specialist and the evolution is fine? Okay, got it. So we're going to let her join. Understand? If you think that's what's best for you, I won't stop you. Thank you, Guildmaster. Hopefully, I won't get haunted by her family for this decision. Hey, Guildmaster, good news! Since our adventurers saved that village from bandits, people have started to talk about us again. Mostly good things. And that's all thanks to you. Well, it's too early to say that. We're still nowhere near the reputation we used to have in the past. Oh, come on, Fiola. It won't hurt to say something nice for a change. Now that's something I'd like to see. Let us get back to work. Good work, Guildmaster. Someone ought to say that. Might as well be me. Alright, change class. So, Destroyer is going to become a High Mage. And will be Lightning Specialist. And Iscandia also wants to relinquish character as well. Okay, so this raffle timer is for both Guitar Lilin and Iscandia. And let's do some level ups. So Guitar Lilin, speaking of which, leveled up. Wow, 2 strength and 2 dex? Yes, please. And this is largely, if you're wondering, because she is now an assassin. And assassins get like better stat gains per level than novice classes, right? There's a big advantage to becoming a veteran class as soon as you can, because you just level up a lot better. And that was case in point. Also, worth noting, yeah, pretty much everyone that fought the bandits, heavily injured, except for Elin, who like didn't even get damaged once. So 10, 10, 10, 10. Like, they got the snot kicked out of them. They barely survived, but like, barely is close enough. Next level up, Cowley. No, reroll. I know we got to... Actually, you're trying for Knight. That gets you... Now, Knight needs more strength. Yeah, let's reroll. I don't know if that was better, but whatever. Is what it is. And then Elin leveling up. You should get crazy stats now that you have, like, loyal, friend, talented, and kind. Yeah, and I would say that's crazy stats. There is a new Crafting the Narrative, which gives a permanent positive mood boost. All assigned characters will also receive experience points. and gain celebrity. Because a bard is visiting town and is willing to do that for us. Speaking of which, let's go talk to him. Oh, and also the assignment is complete for those that were on vacation. So Quantum and Alyssa are euphoric. On top of that, now that we're recognized, we have new upgrades. The upgrades, infirmary, so that we recover from wounds faster. The ability to make more potions of the alchemist. The ability to inspect an enemy to figure out how big their numbers are on the combat map. A donation box to the temple to be able to donate money for upgrades. A training course to be able to train people higher level. A party system, which is really important, which allows you to form parties. A guild expansion, which increases the amount of parties that you can have, and the adventurers limit. The delivery of basic alchemical ingredients, and the ability to buy more things. We are just started a new week, so the ingredients and merchandise delivery is like far less important. So what I'm going to do is immediately embark on the party system, just because it's that important. Someone wants to talk to me, so let's go talk to the bard. Vincent. And with that concludes the tale of the Maiden Woes. Tell us another story. Far be it for me to deny a beautiful woman's request. But alas, any more strain on my voice will only rob the world of its beautiful sound. What am I looking at? Oh, hello, Guildmaster. You just arrived in time to see the female adventurers fawning over our new arrival. I have to admit, he's got a beautiful voice and some funny stories. Funny stories? Like what? Like the last one you just missed. A love triangle that ends in a bloody feud between two families. I don't think that's supposed to be funny. Salutations! My deepest apologies if I'm disturbing you, but I have to ask. Are you by chance the guildmaster of this place? Yeah? Marvelous! I knew right away from the beginning, when I laid my eyes upon you, that there was something different about you. A majestic aura, fitting the leader of the band of heroes here. This is going to be very tiresome, isn't it? Let me introduce myself. I am Vincent Acusto, an entertainer and seeker of stories. I come bearing the gifts of laughter and tears, of love and heartbreak, of triumph and tragedy. May I be blessed to learn your beautiful name? I'm Rad. Rad, was it? Yes, that's right. Do you have some other name you go by? No. No. That's unacceptable. That name lacks any sense of grandeur. You have to change it. You're the new leader of Adventurers Guild, for crying out loud. How would any story about the Adventurers Guild sound when its leader has such a lame name? Oh, man. The audience would leave just as soon as they heard the name. And why would that matter to you? Of course it matters. Because I want to be a part of the Adventurers Guild. You want to be a part of the guild? Yes, I do, dear Guildmaster. Not as adventure, mind you. These hands are far too precious to risk them getting injured. But I'd like to stay here and follow the guild's progress. I'm certain that the adventurers will accomplish great feats in the future. Feats I want to immortalize in song and stories. And what can you offer in return? Music and song for the weary adventurers, and maybe even private lessons for those who wish to learn my craft. Not sure being able to play the lute would be any use to adventurers. Do not underestimate the value of a good entertainer, my dear Guildmaster, for tedium is just as deadly as any blade on a long road. Fine, you can stay. Thank you, Guildmaster, and I will be sure to spread the name and fame of the Adventurers Guild. Now back to your name. I could make a list of splendid names that would fit you far better. That's it. I'm out of here. Wait. I have something to discuss. It's important. Wait a second. Did that bard pay for his drinks? Hey, you! Come back here! So we have a new trainer, Vincent. And that also means that, as just an example, we now have the class goal of bard. It is now possible to become a bard now that Vincent's here as a trainer. Alright, rerolls. Cicerone, you are now our rogue. That's what I'll name you, but you can always use the channel point redemption to change it. And let me update the roster. And then the next one is for Scandia, which is simply Fig. Congratulations to you both. So Destroyer's still high maging. And then Swanky wants to be re-raffled as well. So one more. Prize it. All right, roster should be up to date. So here we go. That's who we got so far. Oh, that's not exactly true because we also now have Alyssa. So let's take a look at Alyssa real quick, and then I'll add her to the list. So Alyssa has Merchant's Eye. Increase the value of sold loot at the end of the quest by 30%. That's pretty dang strong, honestly. Super strong. And if you're wondering, she is, like, obviously not a random character. She's predetermined. So she's not going to be raffled, if you were wondering. Additionally to Merchant's Eye, she has traumatic memories. Alyssa is haunted by the memories of her loved ones dying. But she's also educated, which is a pretty powerful counter to that, which is growth, intelligence growth as a mage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set her class goal as a high mage. She has, like, absolutely zero willpower. So one thing I'm going to do for her before we do anything is work on getting her bravery up with a bravery trinket. So I'm going to pull that from simply Fig and give it to Alyssa, because, like, being negative bravery is, like, actually pretty bad. And you know what? I'm going to decide she's lightning focused. Unless someone else wants to take lightning. Because I had lightning gloves just chilling here, so might as well. Another thing to do. Callie, guess what? After that fight, you absolutely deserve the Edge, which is a better greatsword. So physical attack and physical pen way the frick up. Like, there's no comparison. So we have the party system that's going to be forming soon. But we don't have that built just yet. And then we can create a narrative. And you know what? I'm really tempted to create a narrative around Alyssa being the super survivor of bandits. Because, right, they couldn't kill her. So let's do that. We're going to sing the tale about how not even the Bandit King could kill Alyssa. Because it's not exactly untrue. And cheers, by the way. Oh, wasn't Vaughn talking about a light mage? Okay, that works. I missed that. Was there a channel point redemption for that? Oh, yeah. There was. What I'll do for her is she'll be ice. And then I'll switch the gear around right now. So, yoink. Oh, you are a destroyer, but I haven't renamed you. I was like, where's your name? So let's give you the Ice Gauntlets. And the other thing why I'm not renaming them, as you can see, I literally can't. Like, Alyssa cannot be renamed. She's missing the, like, change name. As is Elin. So, like, even if I wanted to assign them to you guys, they wouldn't be able to be renamed to you anyway. So, like, I'm just not pretending to do it. All right, cool. We have some people that are ready to fight, like Bryzit, Quantum, Hallis, Elin, Simply Fig. But like others super need to take a break. I could force heal them, but I don't really see a reason to force heal them just yet until like we need to field another team. So let's have a conversation with someone. Let's talk to Fiola. Make it quick. The lost son. I'm glad we were able to save the young man, but are you sure about letting him in the guild? He's old enough to make his own decisions, and I do think the kid has potential. I hope you'll understand whatever happens to him now will be your responsibility. Bandit King. Apparently a lot of the bandits have started banding together under a man calling himself Bandit King. They say that he is essentially already a small army under his command. Every day passing, their numbers swell, lured in by a siren call, beckoning the lowlifes and scums to join. Can you hear it? Very funny. Seems like bandits have become bolder than usual. More and more quests related to bandits. And that's good for us, not something Fran would ever say, but it's what you were also thinking. I hate how we think alike. Because yeah, people will pay us to get rid of them. Alright, and I'm trying not to overwhelm you with the side quest stuff, so let's go, and now we have some new types of missions, like survive enemy waves, which doesn't require supplies, and it has a big payday, but you'll obviously get wounded. Swarming with enemies is not really good condition if you're trying to avoid getting hurt. So I think what I want to do is take like a profitable one, but one that isn't going to cause a lot of issues. Like 75% of the map in a cave is fine. Bryzit, Quantum, Hallis, Elin, Fig. Does this comp make sense? Not really. I mean, we have like 2 mages, or you know, if we have 2 priests, is there a ruins that we can? No, there's. Oh yeah, there's an old fortress. So we'll go to the old fortress that is swarming with enemies with our 2 priests. It's not perfect, but whatever. Before we commit to this, can I upgrade? So Fig, I can give you... Fig could go for armor, and Bryzit could go for armor. So let's see if we can make better armors too. And we can. So Bryzit's going up to uncommon tier, and Fig is going up to uncommon tier. Good. Fig also has a spot, and I'm going to buy an Adventurer's Manual, which increases the amount of XP gain, because Fig fell behind just because they were recruited more recently, so they'll gain extra XP this engagement. The old fortress, and it's going to be swarming with zombies, so that's like not going to be super fun. So let's take potions with us, and that should be good. Oh, we're also missing hide armor. I don't know if I have... I do not currently have the material for the hide armor, and it's all sold out, so I won't be able to make it. Got it. So the current priority right now is to upgrade the guild and form parties. And yeah, I'm gonna have a archer frontliner. Again, zombies that move really slow. That's not terrible, although we will have to deal with a lot of shriekers, I suspect. That's not fun. Oh, good. We're right next to... Okay. So we're here to explore the... Ooh, boy. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh was right. Why'd I agree to this? Oh my lord, just roll up something up. Oh, frickin' hell, Fig. You got Fig for brains. Before the party sat a lone, sunken man surrounded by a great number of corpses. Among them were not only the corpses of undead, which had been forcibly put back to death, but also corpses of people who seemed to have been alive not too long ago. When the party asked the man what has transpired, he answered solemnly, "Those were my comrades. We were adventurers like you, and here because of a contract. Got ambushed by the dead, now they're all dead." They asked him why he is still here. "Can't leave them here," he said. It was apparent now that the man planned to die here along his comrades. Persuade him to join the Adventurers Guild, willpower 18, or leave the man alone. You want to help him out, huh? Alright, Elin. Come on, you're kind. You can do this. Woohoo! I rolled exactly what I needed to. Elin tries his best to persuade the lone adventurer to keep on living. He asked the man what the names of his comrades were, how they met, and what he liked about each of them. Then Elin asked the man if this is what his comrades would have wanted. No, he finally answered. Elin asked if he would like to join the Adventurers Guild, and after a long pause, he finally agreed. The party helped the man to collect the corpses of his former comrades, and then together they burned the corpses to keep them from turning undead. After a silent prayer for his comrades, the man left and promised that he would go and join the guild. Jasper has joined. Not bad. Well, this time we're not against undead, which means our priests are going to be, like, less effective, but whatever. You know, yeah, I wonder what the fellow is. Once we get back to the guild, we'll be able to tell. The good news with having all these priests is I will be able to cure those stuns. Except for, did Fig just shrug off that stun? I think Fig did. Nice. I'll take it. That's actually a really bad spot for Fig to stand, so I'm going to put the archer here. Oh, ouch. Nice shot. We want to clear the way so that Fig can be a frontliner again and not stuck with, like, one crossbowman. Rise it, I don't even know what to do with you. If you stand here, you could nuke them, but I don't want you too close to the enemy, so I'm just going to have you stand here. So you're not targeted. So I'm putting myself in the path of the Axeman. So the Axeman will engage Fig rather than the rest of them, closing the distance and allowing Quantum to shoot freely. You know, might as well have a tanking is what my thinking is. So here we go. Shoot one. Shoot two. And I'm going to hold on to my bravery because I know we're fighting undead. And the reason that matters is the undead very much like to shriek like crazy. So it's probably best that we keep our bravery up as high as possible. Because there's going to be a lot of bravery checks here, I suspect. Who acts... Okay, this one acts next, so we'll try to kill him. And then the last guy acts last, so he's just dead. No chance. Pretty good. Didn't take a lot of damage. Alright, we only are here to explore 75% of the map. And given our, like, complete inability to, like, pick locks, I'm not going to try to, undo traps unless they block us. Oh, come on. Well, we already revealed there. Shoot. I'm playing like chicken with the undead now. Shoot! I know we're about to be exhausted. I am going to choose to camp because there might be treasure worth more than the supplies we're using. And we don't have an ambush chance. So that's not much of a problem. So 4 points left. Oh, someone has organized, clearly. Because we have so many points to spend here. Alright, everyone's bravery is now extraordinarily high. Just a bunch of camaraderie going on there. It's worth it. I'll get attacked for some relics. They have pretty good sale price. Plus, like, we're crazy heroic right now. And these guys are all but one are melee. So the real struggle is, like, to do meaningful damage with a bunch of priests that don't really have attack magic, but, you know, we'll see what we can do. And your crit rate is quite something, Quantum. Just keep throwing them out there. The other thing that's interesting about this is, priests actually have pretty good, like, HP compared to other classes. Like 47 versus like 30, right? Hallis has almost 50% more HP than Bryzit. So just because priests are like in cloth robes doesn't necessarily mean they're particularly vulnerable because of how like kind of tanky they are. All right, now they don't even have ranged units. Oh crap, he's out of range. Okay, look at that. And if I wanted to taunt, I would need 2 more action points. Because I don't want the axeman going after Bryzit. So I'll taunt the... I know we all act before he does, but just in case. Because, like, the amount of time off for wounds that Simpifig would experience is, like, a day from getting hit, whereas Bryzit would take, like, 5 days. It's that much of a difference. And you know what? I'm gonna choose to kill you. Burn some bravery for a second attack, and you're dead. So the taunt wasn't necessary, but it was insurance policy. In case something missed or whatever. Ooh, and we even got stolen goods from the bandit. Oh, and there's a treasure chest. Perfect! Ha 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 ha! Come on, Fig, you can do it. Oh my god, come on. Not this again. There we go. Yeah, it was definitely worth it. We got a lot of treasure going a little bit farther. So we turned what otherwise would have been 2,400 into an extra 1,500 plus like the trinkets and stuff that we brought back, which is like 100 a piece or so. Pretty good haul, all in all. Oh, hey, Daryl. Are you the guildmaster? That I am. I think I want to join the guild. You think? I guess I'm still on the fence on that decision. I'm used to working alone. That's rather unusual. It's more reliable. Other adventurers are usually hard to trust. Can't really argue with that. What changed your mind? Your adventurers managed to save a village I wanted to abandon. Since I wondered if there was any more adventures like that in the Adventurers Guild. I wonder if it's okay to trust them. But you're not sure? How about you make that decision for me? I really don't feel like I should be making such a life-altering decision for you. It's fine. I don't think I can come to a decision on my own. Alright. Option number 1, you should join us. Option number 2, no. You shouldn't join us. So he was, what, rational, lone wolf, and I forgot his last trait. Maybe eagle-eyed? I forget exactly what it was. But he's joining. I think you should join us. It's safer than to adventure on your own. And then I'll be in your care, Guildmaster. Welcome to the guild, Daryl. So let's take a look. We've got Jasper. He is a survivor. So he's got high death resist and willpower growth. Although he kind of looks like Terminator in that photo. Tiny. You're a warrior that's tiny. So you're bad at strength growth and bad at physical attack. But you have high dex and you're eagle-eyed. So you got a lot of dex going on. But you're not good at physical attacks. And you're a survivor. That, with high willpower, you kind of scream bard to me. It's not up to me, though. So raffling off Jasper. So let's add Jasper to the roster. And then Daryl cannot be renamed. He is not a renameable character. But he is a rational, eagle-eyed lone wolf. So I was right about his traits from memory. So Jasper, you are currently a warrior, but you are a tiny warrior. So I'm not sure that will stay. And then also adding the roster is Daryl, who is the archer, who I will take control of. So Daryl, given your eagle-eyed lone wolf, you definitely should become a ranger, no doubt. Because bards want to be around other people, and he doesn't, so he'd be a terrible bard. Would I have recruited Jasper normally? You mean if it was up to me? No, I wouldn't. You could dismiss them. And dismissing them is you, like, pay gold as a settlement. But if you don't pay, the remaining adventurers will lose mood. So you could just, like, get rid of him, but, like, I don't have a need, right? We saved him. Might as well keep him. And then to write up Daryl, because not everything needs to be min-maxed. Right, if it was truly a min-max, we would have, like, nixed Cicerone a long time ago for being dubious, selfish, scared of fire. But instead, we invested in her. So now she's partner in crime and guardian doll. Right? Like, I'm not approaching this as, like, a min-max type attempt. Alright, time off. So, Dave, Cicerone, Von Deathheart, Cowley. I'm going to give you time off because you're already super wounded anyway. And then I think what I'm going to do is give some of the others that are Elin and Torvasker time off as well. Because we have a bunch of lobies that can, like, start leveling up. So we'll get them, like, super happy with time off. Ready to level up would be Fig. Fig didn't even take a wound last fight. Oh my god, what kind of roll is that? Give me strength, dude. Oh, what the hell? Okay, fine. Well, strength and endurance, at least that's leading somewhere. Uploading the roster now. So Jasper is obviously going to be renamed in just a second here. But as far as the current roster goes, here it is. We got Jasper the warrior, who makes for a really bad warrior because he only really has dex bonuses. And Daryl, who's the archer. Oh, you know what? He has a goal. I just said it, which is ranger. So if any of this data here doesn't match up and you own one of these characters, feel free to correct me through channel points. No, now it should say Daryl's ranger goal. Yeah. Is there any other class that makes sense for Jasper? So I was saying one that makes sense is Bard. Because Bard has Dex and Willpower needs. And he has Willpower through Survivor and Dex through Eagle-Eyed and Tiny. And if working towards Bard, he needs to build his Willpower more than anything else. And this is just me analyzing. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to do this. So, that's not what I meant to do. So he has Dex and Spades because of Eagle-Eye and Tiny. So if it was up to me and I want to make him a bard, bards needs dex and willpower, so he should become a class that builds willpower fast, like a priest. So having Jasper go to priest, from priest to bard, makes the most sense to me, I think. And Bryza, you want me to make a class goal for you? Sure. Your class goal... I mean, you're a mage. It only really makes sense to be a high mage. So I'll update that. That was actually written out already. So Tavasker doesn't have a goal in mind yet. Simply Fig doesn't either, just being a defender. Alyssa's goal is High Mage. I'll just update that myself because she's a story character. And then whoever Jasper is, Jasper, your name is now Miss Key. I don't know why I did it that way. You can decide what happens to your character if you'd like. But I'll rename you. And then there's Daryl, who wants to be a ranger. He wants to be a lone ranger, but yeah. Kimosabe won't allow that. Alright, and then we also have someone who wants to talk. It's Eden. You wanted to see me? That's right, Guildmaster. Thank you for coming. I was hoping to ask for a personal favor. Depends on the favor. Then let me start from the beginning. A few days ago, some travelers had been talking about an old, wandering paladin traveling the roads, fighting monsters and bandits alike. From their description, I think I know that man and would like you to find him for me. Does he owe you money? What? No. He's an old acquaintance of mine. A good man. Maybe too good. As long as I've known him, he's traveled the lands with the sole purpose of helping people in need. Sounds like a good thing. That might have been 20 years ago. Now, I'm only worried that he might get himself killed one day if he continues like that. Honestly, he was already at an advanced age when I first met him. In the past, I've asked him many times if he wouldn't consider just to retire and live a peaceful life. But that man can be as stubborn as a mule. So, you want me to send some adventurers to find him and persuade him to retire? I was actually hoping if you could offer him a place in the guild as an instructor. A paladin instructor, obviously. If we can convince him that the guild is a place that helps people, which honestly is true, he might be persuaded to share his wisdom with adventurers. This would keep the man out of harm's way, and the guild would gain access to the years of experience as a paladin. I like the sound of that. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. So there is an assignment to find the paladin, the old paladin. All right, and Miss Key, you are going to change to a priest with the goal to become a bard, the first bard. Got it. So let's make those changes. Current goal, priest. Because you'll become a bard a lot faster if you become a priest first. Because you'll gain the willpower needed. Did I? No, I didn't do that correctly. Teach. Priest. Alright, in that case, finding the old paladin requires 2 people, and I have 5. They won't heal on assignment, so maybe I'll take Quantum and Hallis to go do that, and then to have the remainder just hunt, because like I can't field a full team. And can Fig work towards Pally when it becomes available? Sure. Surely. I think that makes a lot of sense. So we'll look at the details about that in a minute. Thank you for tuning in to our Adventurer Guild, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. But please keep in mind, I'm trying to avoid backseating and spoilers. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord to take part in community events, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow adventurers.